Almost 2 feet of snow in some places. Turned out to be mostly rain in Washington, D.C. after the Capitol basically shut down for the storm. You know, they were calling it the Snowquester there.
And that storm is now moving up the East Coast. Major cities are in its path. Coastal areas bracing for storm surges. Our entire extreme weather team has been tracking it, starting with Sam.
Yeah, and the big deal on this storm, we talked about it last night on World News, going to be the wind, going to be that storm surge. It is a snowmaker, and we're going to show you where all that snow is. Let's start with this is a multi-day event that left the Great Lakes, moved all the way to Washington, D.C., making snow. And we've seen pictures like this one out of Charlottesville. My niece even sent me this snow picture out of UVA area where they got about 13, 14 inches of snow. Now, let me show you what's going on with the storm, because some people in New York City are waking up this morning going, where's the nor'easter? Well, there it is. It's pulling out basically out east, a little bit more, laying out more east than we had thought it would, curving up the coastline. So you are still going to get snow out of this storm tonight. And that snow comes from, look back here. There's a little ripple effect of some snow here. That's going to get pulled in to the nor'easter. So tonight there's still snow coming from Boston all the way toward probably New York City. During the day today, there'll be a light band of snow that kicks in under this, enough to coat some areas. So plan on watching some scattered snow all day today and then another hit of snow. But the coastal effects out of this storm are really going to be worth watching as well. As we said, this storm is a big snowmaker. It's caused a lot of problems as it moved across the country. Our Ginger Z is in Charlottesville right now, where the pictures we showed you came up with more than a foot of snow in some places. Good morning, Ginger.
Good morning, Sam. It looks like I'm in the middle of a forest, but truly this is the middle of a road in a neighborhood. Look at this huge tree. It snapped, popped. I'm sure a lot of folks heard it, and then landed on the power lines. And that is the exact reason why so many people are waking up this morning without power in the Mid-Atlantic. Across the Mid-Atlantic this morning, punishing winds and rain, as much as 2 feet of dense, wet snow.
It's the heaviest wet snow I've ever seen in my life, and I grew up in northwestern Pennsylvania, so I can tell you, I'm used to this. Sending cars colliding and trees toppling.
The trees are already bending over, and we still got about 6 more inches to go.
In Midland, Virginia, a man was killed, hit by falling branches while trying to clear them. At this hour, more than 150,000 people across 7 states and the District of Columbia are still without electricity, mostly due to heavy snow weighing down power lines. As the nor'easter goes north, it's knocking over even more trees. It even blew this semi off a Maryland bridge. It's brutally lashing some coastal communities already devastated by Hurricane Sandy, after their 67-foot ship rolled over in the enormous coastal swells. A third man was rescued. Even this police officer trying to help fell victim to the slush and ice. So the snow, and you mentioned almost a foot or more in some places here in Charlottesville, has really compressed. It's already warmer. It will melt a lot, but the damage is going to take a long time to clean up, Sam.
Yeah, and this nor'easter cranks up the coastline, Ginger, with the wind and that punishing water up against the coastline. 13, 18-foot waves likely offshore, and a lot of people inland are saying, hey, what's the big deal? But remember, this coastline has been washed away, that mid-Atlantic from New England, with many, many brutal coastal storms, and it continues to be a problem. So 40, 50, 60-mile-per-hour winds right along the shoreline. Our Ron Claiborne is in Seabright, New Jersey, one of the areas that was kind of pounded by Sandy, and continues to watch the waves come on shore. Good morning, Ron.
Hey, good morning to you, Sam. Well, the problem here was not rain or snow. It was those high winds you were just talking about. The area along the New Jersey shore got winds blasting here up to 70 miles an hour, some sustained winds in the 40 to 50 mile an hour range. And that, of course, has caused a problem with flooding, a lot of tidal flood. Look behind me here. That is the Shrewsbury River in the distance there. It spilled over its banks here into Seabright. The water at one point, just a couple hours ago, was probably 3 or 4 feet high. It has receded somewhat now, and as you said, this area was really raked over by the hurricane. This is the last thing they needed here, Sam.
It's just heartbreaking to see water back in those communities, Ron. And those flood watches and warnings are out in coastal areas until 9 a.m. on Friday. This continues to be a problem. Yes, we do get snow tonight. Remember, we showed you where it's coming from, and these are the levels we're getting, up to 6 inches of snow from Worcester west, just outside of Boston, a little bit near Providence as well.